What if there's a powerful, undeniable truth about XRP's trajectory that almost no one is talking about? A truth that could fundamentally change what 1,000 XRP coins will be worth in 2026 for you. Welcome, fellow trailblazers, to the ultimate deep dive into the future of your XRP. Today, we're not just making wild guesses. We're dissecting the very fabric of the crypto market, peeling back the layers of FUD and hype, to reveal exactly what 1,000 XRP coins will be worth in 2026. This isn't just about a number on a screen. This is about your financial freedom, your peace of mind, your ability to finally achieve those goals you've been dreaming of. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, actionable roadmap, armed with knowledge that 99% of investors simply don't possess. We've all seen the headlines. Bitcoin ETFs ignited a firestorm, bringing billions of institutional dollars into crypto. But here's the burning question. If Bitcoin's ETF approval sent its price soaring, what happens when the same Wall Street giants get their hands on XRP? And more importantly, what's the unseen catalyst that could make XRP's ETF impact even bigger than Bitcoin's? The answer isn't just about a simple approval. It's about a fundamental shift in how the world moves money, and XRP is at the very heart of it. But to understand that, we first need to confront a truth that many XRP holders have been waiting years for. For years, XRP was shackled. The dark cloud of the SEC lawsuit hung heavy, scaring away big money. It was like trying to run a marathon with a lead weight tied to your ankle. But as of July 2025, that weight has been lifted. The major lawsuit is settled, confirming that XRP is not a security in secondary market sales. This wasn't just a win for Ripple. It was a victory for every single XRP holder. This regulatory clarity has opened the floodgates for institutional adoption. Think of it like this. Before, Wall Street was hesitant to touch XRP because of the legal uncertainty. Now with the green light, major players like Grayscale, ProShares, and Volatility Shares are launching XRP Futures ETFs. We've seen ProShares XRP Futures ETF launch on July 18, 2025. And Grayscale added XRP to its diversified crypto ETF on July 7, 2025. These aren't just small moves. These are multi-billion-dollar firms bringing XRP into the regulated investment universe. The impact? Just look at Bitcoin. Its ETF approval led to massive inflows and a price surge. Now imagine that same institutional appetite, but for an asset like XRP that offers a true use case beyond just a store of value. This is why analysts are predicting an 85% chance of a spot XRP ETF approval in 2025. When that happens, the real money, the big money, comes pouring in. But there's another, even more powerful force at play that most investors completely overlook. It's an invisible mechanism, silently working behind the scenes, that could drastically reduce XRP's supply and send its value skyrocketing. I'm talking about something called burning. What if I told you that every time a specific rapidly growing product from Ripple is used, it actually destroys a tiny bit of XRP? And what if this burning process is about to accelerate, turning XRP into a sleeping giant ready to awaken? You see, it all comes down to Ripple's secret weapon. Enter RLUSD, Ripple's own stablecoin. Most people don't realize it, but RLUSD is seeing the fastest growth year-to-date in the stablecoin market, second only to BlackRock's institutional stablecoin. It launched only about 6 months ago and has already passed $500 million in market cap. This isn't just a random stablecoin, it's a strategic move by Ripple to build trust and expand its ecosystem. So, how does RLUSD benefit you, the XRP investor? It's simple. XRP is the native currency on the XRP Ledger. It was built to support any type of asset, crypto or traditional, issued to trade on its decentralized exchange, or DEX. When more credible assets like RLUSD are brought onto the DEX, it drives more trading volume. And here's the key, the XRPL DEX has a unique feature called auto-bridging. This system natively uses XRP as a bridge asset to facilitate trades between any two assets on the ledger. It automatically considers XRP as an intermediary to find the most efficient trading route. In layman's terms, the more RLUSD is used for transactions, the more XRP is utilized as that bridge currency. And critically, a small amount of XRP is burned with each transaction on the ledger. This creates a deflationary pressure, meaning fewer XRP coins exist over time, increasing the scarcity and potentially the value of your existing holdings. Now, here's where it gets truly fascinating, and perhaps a little concerning for some. Despite all this growth and the inherent benefits of the XRP ledger, a staggering 83% of RLUSD's current usage is actually happening on the Ethereum network, not Ripple's own ledger. Why is this happening? And what happens when that percentage starts to dramatically shift, as more people discover the speed and low cost of Ripple's native platform? Because when it does, it's going to unleash a ticking time bomb of demand for XRP, and if you're not prepared, you could miss out on the biggest surge yet. The question isn't if this shift will occur, but when, and how it will impact what 1,000 XRP coins will be worth in 2026. Ripple strategically chose to interoperate with Ethereum initially because it's the biggest network, where most users currently are. It was about meeting the market where it was. But as more and more financial institutions and users learn about the unparalleled speed and incredibly low transaction costs of the XRP ledger, that 83% on Ethereum is destined to shrink. Think of it like this: Ethereum is a bustling city, but it's got traffic jams and high tolls. The XRP ledger is a superhighway, built for speed and efficiency, with pennies for tolls. As institutions and individuals demand faster, cheaper cross-border payments and asset transfers, they'll naturally gravitate towards the XRP ledger. When this migration accelerates, the auto-bridging mechanism kicks into overdrive, meaning a massive increase in XRP being used and, critically, burned. This isn't just theory. Ripple's core business is cross-border payments. They use XRP as the bridge currency for their proprietary payment products. The more their institutional clients use these products, the more XRP is utilized and burned. This accelerating burn rate, combined with the increasing institutional demand from ETFs, creates a powerful deflationary spark that could ignite the price of XRP in ways we haven't seen before. For years, many in the crypto community, including some prominent voices, were bearish on XRP. They called it centralized, questioned its true decentralization compared to Bitcoin. I myself, for a long time, held a similar view. But something fundamental has changed. The crypto landscape, especially the regulatory environment, has shifted dramatically. And because of this, my opinion, and the opinion of many others, has changed along with it. But what was the exact moment that triggered this radical shift in perspective? And why is it crucial for understanding what 1,000 XRP coins will be worth in 2026? It's not just about the lawsuit ending, it's about a deeper, more profound realization. The turning point wasn't just the SEC dropping its lawsuit against Ripple. It was the timing and the implications of that decision. By the very end of 2024, when the SEC withdrew its appeal, it signaled a new era. This wasn't just a legal victory, it was a regulatory reset for XRP. It meant that the US government, through its actions, was finally providing the clarity the market desperately needed. And let's be honest, the XRP community deserves immense credit. Through years of uncertainty, through the FUD and the doubt, they never lost faith. They are a dedicated, almost cult-like community, and rightfully so. With over 6 million XRP wallets out there, there's a massive pent-up demand ready to flow into XRP now that it's gaining acceptance in a more traditional Wall Street wrapper. This loyal base, combined with institutional interest, creates a powerful foundation for future growth. We all know Bitcoin is the king. Its movements often dictate the broader crypto market. My investing thesis, which has played out consistently, is that Bitcoin will continue its upward trajectory, potentially hitting $150,000, even $200,000, or $300,000 per coin in the next few years. But here's the crucial question for your portfolio. If Bitcoin reaches these monumental heights, how much higher can XRP climb? Because while Bitcoin is a store of value, XRP has a true, undeniable use case that could act as a powerful multiplier, making what 1,000 XRP coins will be worth in 2026 far more significant than you might imagine. And this multiplier effect is directly tied to a unique advantage XRP holds. In a world increasingly focused on regulatory compliance and national interests, XRP holds a distinct advantage: it's made in America. This isn't just a marketing slogan, it signifies a commitment to operating within established regulatory frameworks, making it more appealing to large institutions and governments. This domestic foundation positions XRP perfectly for the evolving pro-crypto future, especially under certain political landscapes. Beyond its origin, XRP's utility is its true superpower. It's not just a coin, it's the bridge. Imagine a world where every financial institution on the planet can settle transactions with every other financial institution, in any asset, in seconds, for less than a penny. That's the promise of XRP. We're talking about fundamentally transforming global finance, making cross-border payments as easy as sending an email. This real-world application, unlike many other cryptocurrencies, gives XRP an intrinsic value that can drive its price independently of pure speculation. We've talked about the SEC, the ETFs, the RLUSD, and XRP's utility. But there's one more critical, often unforeseen catalyst that could propel XRP to an exponential leap in value, far beyond current predictions. It's a development that's quietly gaining momentum, and when it hits critical mass, it could fundamentally redefine what 1,000 XRP coins will be worth in 2026. This catalyst isn't about a single event, but a network effect, a growing web of partnerships and integrations that are building the very infrastructure for XRP's global dominance. But what exactly is this unseen force, and how will it directly impact the value of your XRP holdings? The answer lies in the quiet revolution happening in the background. The world is rapidly moving towards tokenization of real-world assets and the adoption of central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. Think of tokenization as turning anything from real estate to art into a digital asset that can be traded instantly and securely on a blockchain. CBDCs are digital versions of national currencies issued by central banks. XRP is perfectly positioned to be the backbone of this revolution. Ripple is actively working with central banks globally on CBDC initiatives, leveraging the XRP ledger's speed and efficiency. As the world tokenizes more assets and governments launch their digital currencies, the need for a fast, reliable, and interoperable bridge asset like XRP becomes paramount. XRP can facilitate the seamless, near-instantaneous exchange of these digital assets and currencies across different blockchains and national borders. This isn't just about payments anymore, it's about building the financial infrastructure of the future, with XRP at its core. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This all sounds great, but what about the risks? What could go wrong? It's true, the crypto market is inherently volatile, and there are always counterarguments, even for an asset as promising as XRP. What if a major macroeconomic event derails the entire crypto bull market? What if unforeseen regulatory hurdles emerge, even after the SEC settlement? And what if the institutional adoption we're seeing doesn't translate into the massive price appreciation we expect? These are valid concerns, and ignoring them would be irresponsible. But here's the ultimate test for XRP, and why it's poised to pass with flying colors. The beauty of XRP lies in its resilience and its long-term vision. Unlike many speculative assets, XRP has a fundamental utility that solves a real-world problem: inefficient global payments. This intrinsic value acts as a powerful buffer against market downturns. Even if Bitcoin experiences a temporary pullback, XRP's utility and institutional adoption provide a strong floor. Furthermore, Ripple, the company behind XRP, is run by highly professional individuals who operate like seasoned investment bankers. They've leaned into compliance, secured over 60 global licenses, and are building a robust ecosystem. This isn't a fly-by-night operation. It's a legitimate tech company with a clear roadmap for global financial transformation. Their commitment to interoperability, as seen with RLUSD on Ethereum, demonstrates their strategic thinking and adaptability. This long-term vision and professional execution are why XRP is not just surviving, but thriving, even amidst market fluctuations. You've seen the catalysts. You understand the hidden forces. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. Based on conservative estimates, factoring in the Bitcoin bull market, the accelerating institutional adoption, the RLUSD, and XRP's undeniable utility. If Bitcoin hits at least $150,000 per coin, we could realistically see XRP climb over $5 per coin. This means your 1,000 XRP coins would be worth at least $5,000. But what if Bitcoin surpasses expectations, hitting $250,000 or even higher? Then, analysts are projecting XRP to reach $9 per coin, making your 1,000 XRP coins worth at least $9,000. And for the truly bullish scenarios, the ones where XRP's utility explodes with CBDC and RWA tokenization, where the burn rate accelerates beyond current projections, and where a spot XRP ETF unleashes a torrent of institutional capital, we could see XRP reaching $15, $20, or even $22 per coin in 2026. That means your 1,000 XRP coins could be worth a staggering $15,000, $20,000, or even $22,000. This isn't just a dream. This is the calculated potential of an asset poised to redefine global finance. The question is, are you ready to seize it? You now possess knowledge that most people will only discover when it's too late. You understand the true potential of XRP and what 1,000 XRP coins will be worth in 2026. This isn't just about holding, it's about strategically positioning yourself for the coming wave. The transformation begins now. From uncertainty to clarity. From fear to empowered action. Don't let this moment pass you by. But the journey doesn't end here. To truly maximize your gains and navigate the ever-evolving crypto landscape, you need to understand the next big altcoin poised for a breakout. Click on this video right here to discover the hidden gem that could be the next XRP. Your financial future depends on staying ahead of the curve. Don't just watch, act. See you in the next video.